Hi, hello, welcome everybody. Today, welcome to my live video. My name is Chisom Jane Obudike. I don't know who is joining me, but I'm really excited to be doing this today, finally, of all days. And in today's video, we're going to be unpacking the complexities of fitness. And the reason I'm making this video is because I find that most times we go on a fitness journey and we don't have the right information to actually pull through on the journey. We just go on a fitness journey. Hello, Christopher. Hi, welcome. I'm so excited to be doing this. Okay, so we go on this fitness journey and we have no idea what we're doing. We are being told so many confusing things, and it's like it's keeping us stuck in this place of, okay, I know what to do, but I don't know what to do. I don't know if anybody has been there. So in the coming days, I'm going to be breaking down and unpacking all the complex information. Hi, Christopher. Nice. I'm so good to have you here. Welcome. Welcome. So we're going to be unpacking the complexities of fitness in this live video and the upcoming ones. It's going to be a 30-day series actually, so I'm hoping you guys join me 6 p.m. every day on live. Okay, so I'm going to be breaking down the different phases of fitness. You see, when it comes to fitness, no matter the goal, even if your goal is to lose weight, gain weight, get stronger, build muscle, there are different phases of going from one phase to the other. And most times we try to get to the last phase without having an understanding of what happens before we finally get to that goal and say, okay, I'm now here. This is the final goal, right? So in this live video, I'm going to be breaking down 4 phases that I've been able to identify, one with myself and with clients, right? So the first stage, there's this place where we'll start to create awareness for what we are about to go on. And the service I see happening in the fitness industry is that we are giving solutions to problems, and we are not giving tools on how to solidify these solutions. We are told to eat a particular food. We are told eat this certain food, do this thing, do this exercise, but we are not sure. We don't know how to get to this place. We are not giving the tools to make it sustainable. We are not giving the proper tools to make it last long. So you see someone that has lost weight for a while, you see someone that has lost weight, and after a while they're not able to get to continue on this process. They don't know what to do anymore, right? So that's why you see someone that goes from 60 kg to 55 kg and they feel stuck. They don't know what to do, so they become scared of food. They become scared of eating. They start to over-exercise. They start to do a lot of things, right? And so in this first stage, you're building awareness. In this awareness stage, this is where you start to ask questions. You start to ask yourself questions like, what does food mean to me? Why am I even going on this fitness journey? If your goal is to lose weight, you're going to start to ask yourself, why do I want to lose weight? Okay, where do I draw the line with weight loss? What do I do after I've gotten to this goal? What do I know? It is really important to ask yourself in this first stage of awareness, of creating awareness. It is really important to ask yourself what you know. What do you know about fitness? What do you know about food? What do you know about your body? What do you know about movement? And these are really critical for your fitness goal. Whenever somebody is going on a fitness goal, I would like them to focus on 3 things. The 3 things being movement, food, and your body. If you can break these 3 things down, if you understand what happens every time you're on a fitness goal with these 3 things, you won't have a problem getting to any fitness goal you want. You could be on this goal to lose weight if you understand how food works in your body, if you understand how movement works, if you understand what is going on in your body at every single time. You won't have a problem with weight loss. But I find that one thing that keeps us stuck is that knowledge. There's this knowledge gap, and it happens a lot when I'm coaching clients. They come, they tell me, They tell me things like, I want to lose weight, or I want to lose tummy, I want to lose fat around my tummy. And you're like, okay, you want to lose fat, right? So we'll go on this assessment, right? We do an assessment, and I see that they are months, if possible years away from getting to that tummy. Why is that? Because when I do this assessment, I find that they don't know much about food. They don't understand what macronutrients are. You don't know what dieting is, right? We only know what we've been sold dieting to be. We know what keto is, we know what paleo, we know what low carbs diets are, but we don't know how to diet. Okay, we know what we know food, but we don't know how to identify our macronutrients. We know there's protein, carbohydrates, and fat, and I find that the same person that wants to lose tummy fat do not know what how to identify proteins and carbohydrates and fat. If you can't point out proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in your food, then you should not be going on a diet. If you can't point out what foods suits you, if you can't point out what calories are and how they affect your weight, you should not be going on a diet. The reason being that these are the foundational levels of nutrition. If you understand the laws around these things, you'll be able to get to a place where you can decide what you want your body to look like, because you know the foundations. Nobody will be able to sell you unreasonable programs anymore. All right, and I find that this is the disconnect. Before you decide, okay, I'm going to change my body composition, you first start to create awareness around what you know. What do you know about food? What do you know about exercising? You start to create awareness in this place to get you to that place where you want to go. Another thing I do with my clients is that we will start to, hi global voices, thank you for joining. We start to build on your values. We start to set goals on what your values are. What I mean by value-based goal setting is you start to identify what is important to you, because sometimes we try to set goal on weight loss. We don't know why we want to lose weight. And I know a lot of people can tell you know your why, but sometimes it's really important to know why you want to lose weight, why you want to build muscle, why you want to get fit. And I find that we set these goals for, most of my clients set these goals for flimsy reasons. Reasons being to fix a particular body part, to fix something, right? And then when you go on this assessment, you find that we've not gotten to the place where we are doing the fixing. We've not gotten to the place where we have to build. We don't have the knowledge required to build that kind of body we want. We have to go back to healing our relationship with food, how we perceive food. We have to understand what food and eating will do for us. If you understand these basics, you're able to build any kind of body you want without issues, without delay. So talking on building foundations, okay, I'm someone that has gone through this process. I have dieted for a long time. I have over-exercised. I have done so many things to be lean, and I didn't understand why I wanted to be lean. I knew that I wanted to be a certain way, so I was willing to do things, and I find that I was doing all those things because I had no knowledge of nutrition. I was willing to buy any diet sold to me because I had no knowledge of nutrition. I was willing to buy Westerners, pills, workout programs that just left me stuck and confused at the end of everything. After exercising and losing weight, you're just there and you don't know how to get to the next level, and that left me with this constant fear of food. Okay, do I eat this? Do I not eat this? This one will make me fat, this one will make me lean. And it just goes on and on. And I feel like the fitness industry is doing us a lot of disservice by not giving us the information we want, right? It's giving us I like to use this analogy. You have a very deep wound and somebody is just providing you with plaster to just cover it so it looks good, but on the inside you're going through a lot. And I find out with my clients a lot, there's always this disconnect. And and these are one of the reasons I'm doing this live for the next 30 days to help us break down these complexities and just make it as easy as possible, and also build on the knowledge required to help you to get to any fitness goal you want. So what I want us to take away from this live today is on any fitness journey, I want us to identify where we are. I named 4 stages where you create awareness, where you start to prepare. When you're creating awareness, you're asking questions. What do I know about food? What do I know about diet? And I find that if you don't know much about food, if you don't know what your macronutrients are, if you can look at a plate of food and identify one macronutrient, you should not be on a diet, because you're just building a harder relationship with food. It starts to become dysfunctional. So you have to create awareness, you have to prepare, and then the third phase is the journey of the fitness. Like, let's say you've set a weight gain goal, so you have to go on this journey and commit to it. One problem I find is people go on a flimsy fitness goal. How do I put it? Is they set this goal with no intention. It's just that, okay, it's Easter, so I have to try and gain weight and get there. So it's flimsy. So after Easter, you overeat and you're like, I beg, this is hard. So when you go on this journey, you build around it, you understand what it's like, you focus on one goal and get there first. And then when you finally get on this goal, sometimes you've lost say you've lost 10 kgs and you're wondering, what do I do next? So this is this phase where you're in this maintenance phase. You start to practice being in this body size. You start to practice being in this body size that you've gotten to. You've lost weight, but you don't know how to maintain this weight. So this is where you become patient. And all these things, they take time. Weight loss, no fitness goal goes on for 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. 3 months is even very short to change a behavior to get to where you want to go to. I'm of the opinion that whatever fitness goal you're on, you have to build the skill to get there. It takes skill, one skill at a time. I always say this, one skill at a time. You build skill to get to where you're going to. So in this maintenance phase, hello, thank you for joining me. Farada, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Hello, Juliet Lota, thank you for joining me. I'm so happy you're here. So I'm talking about recognizing where you are before going on a fitness goal. I talked about building awareness. I talked about preparing for the journey you want to go on, no matter the goal you're on. Fat loss, fitness, building strength, gaining strength. It all boils down to your values, what you want. There are no particular tactics. If you have the foundational knowledge of how to get there, you're going to be able to build on that foundation. So the final phase we're going to talk about is the maintenance phase. At this maintenance phase, you're just learning about this new body you have. You're learning about this new lifestyle. You're learning about these skills required to sustain this body you've gotten to. You're exploring. You're having fun. I'm of the opinion that fitness is not hard. It's something you explore. Have an open mind to it. I think we make it hard by focusing on one outcome, treating it like it's one event we are going on. We make it hard by overcomplicating things. It's actually really easy, and it's a tool for taking care of yourself. Fitness is not just weight loss or weight gain. It's about living a better life. It's about living a more energized life. Imagine what would feel like if you don't have to go through pain all the time. If you don't have to go through back pain, knee pain, leg pain, all these pains, they're not normal. It is not normal. And I know we've normalized pain a lot. We've normalized lack of sleep. We've normalized these things. It's a dysfunctional living habit. But fitness will help you live a better life. Whoever voices said it's not easy. Well, it's actually easy. I'll be discussing tips and tricks later on how to make it easier, how to embody it, so you would find it entertaining, sort of. It's going to be like a you time where you stay and self-care practice, right? So yeah, the maintenance, you start to build maintenance, you identify. I'll be expanding on these phases in the coming days. It's going to be a 30 days live session. So you should be here 6 p.m. every day where we explore these things. Right, so what I want you to take home today is start to ask yourself questions. What do you know about food? And I want us to practice one particular skill, just one. Start to identify what you're eating. If you can't identify it, for the meantime, you should not be eating it, right? If you can't tell what it is, sometimes if you look at your plate, you can tell what vegetable it is. You can tell this is rice. You can tell this is yam. You can tell this is beans. Just identify it first. Don't worry about what is going to do to your body. Don't worry about whether it has plenty calories or not. Just focus on identifying it. When you identify it, it sort of stores in your mind. It sort of goes into your mind. When you start to feel a certain way, you will know, okay, I ate this food, that's why I'm feeling this way, or I didn't move this way. But today we are exploring on identifying what food. So start to question what food you're eating. Start to look at it and know, okay, this is what I'm eating and this is how I feel about it, right? So it will help you create, what it does to it, help you create a story around food. We all tell stories about everything. So if you start identifying the food you're eating, you're able to know what story you're telling yourself about food. And this reminds me, we'll talk about carbs another time, because we all have different stories about carbs and how it makes us this, how it does this. So carbs are really important to your body. And yeah, that brings me to the end of our session today. I don't know if anybody has any question, but if you have any question today, you can ask right away, or you can send me a message. Just detailing your question. I'm always available to answer. This is what I do. I enjoy it actually. So send me a message if you have any questions. If you have any topic you want us to explore on, you can send me that too, or you can drop it in the comment section. Thank you for coming to my live today. Yoo-hoo, Global Voices. Thank you so much for staying in. Juliet Lofta says hello. Thank you for staying on my live today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful evening. So I don't have any questions. All right, have a beautiful evening. Bye.